Kelly Cunningham along with Rick Doyle, and we echo Brent's thoughts. We'd like to welcome the viewers in the Brampton area taking in tonight's game. It will be the London Knights and the Brampton Battalion for the second and final time this season. Of course, the Battalion now in the Eastern Conference, last year in the West. And we're a non-playoff team last year. Things are changing a little bit this time around. A big club, the Brampton Battalion, and right now only 5 points out of the division lead in the Central behind the Toronto St. Michael's Majors.
And Lee, the Brampton Battalion bring a 1-2 record for the month of January in here this evening.
The talent, no question about it, for the Brampton Battalion on the back end. A veteran of the Western Hockey League. Here comes Henrik to the back end, in front of the net. He couldn't slide it home. As Poole might have gotten a little piece of it. The dangerous Henrik was able to make a deke or two in front of the net. Himself going is a Krebs. Krebs left it there for Rowan. Rowan trying to get a shot away too well. Guarded in front of the net. Shot by Krebs and scores. Right in front of the net, Kamel Krebs was able to pick up a rebound in front of the net and quickly snap it home in behind Chris Houle, and it's 1-0 Brampton.
Well, Krebs scores his 13th goal of the season here on a rebound off of Jimmy Ball's chest, and it goes right onto Krebs' stick, and he had Houle down and out. He lifts it up over top of Houle to stake Brampton to a 1-0 lead with 11:27 left in the first period. And the shots tied at 7 apiece for London and Brampton.
Now from Hare, unable to trap it at the line is Lojek speeding the attack. Here comes Matt Weir. Weir cuts his way in, trying to lift it over Topping, and Topping with the pad stacked, able to make the save in close, but good hustle there by Weir to really Weidman. Ooh, a pass ahead for Hare, just a little bit ahead of him. Hare unable to lunge out and gather it in, but a pretty slick feed nonetheless by Weidman. A chance in front. The London Knights go to the attack again. It's bouncing all the way in front of the net. Weidman waiting for the screen to basically decongest in front of the net. He couldn't get the shot away. Too many bodies and too much traffic in front of Brad Topping. Their way territorially, at least in the early portion of this second period. Now a chance for Hare. Hare speeds his way in, trying to take the outside lane. And Luby, big save by Topping in front. The legs swept up, and that was a great piece of goaltending there by Brad Topping as Hare had the opportunity again. He turned on the afterburners. It's out of his range, and the London Knights will be able to back it up into the Brampton zone, led by Perry. Perry leaves it for the late man on the place to top. His little give and go. Nice little play in front of the net. As deking his way in was Perry, but he was unable to get the shot away. I believe Krebs is hurt in the Brampton zone as he's laying in a heap. He got all tied up with Corey Perry at the tail end of that last offensive chance for the London Knights, and Krebs looks like he's got his glove up to his face area. Not to speculate that that might be the injury, but Krebs is in some discomfort in the Brampton zone.
Well, Krebs and Perry get tangled up here going into the corner. And I think maybe Krebs went in a little bit awkwardly. Oh, I think Corey Perry fell on his ankle.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing the result of here. It's got to be a lower leg injury as Corey Perry gets tripped up and falls on Krebs.
Speed as he finds the red line. He just gets it in now. Good chance here for Burns, and a beautiful glove save by Houle as Burns found himself with a very convenient carom right on the blade of his stick. They're not done yet, the Battalion. A sharpshooter from the point in Young got it away, and Houle back-to-back great saves. Not from some traffic as he cuts to the right here. He's joined by Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos tries to get it in front. There's Mathod. He got it away and Topping. I don't know how he came up with that one. He had no business making that save. The leg just stretched out very quickly. I think Mark Mathod thought he might have had his second goal of the season, but acrobatically Topping had his leg in position as he whipped it out in a hurry.
Well, Topping is putting on a clinic here this afternoon. The London Knights are finally getting some traffic in front of Topping, and Topping just makes a spectacular save here. I'm sure Mark Mathot would have liked to have had more wood on that shot.
As they're able to outlet it out. Hare, look over his shoulder to see one man coming. That was Bergio, who peels off and didn't do anything with Hare, who was in the corner. Picked up by Tranmer. Tranmer in behind the net, trying to make it a press, and he does! He scores right there, his first goal of the London Knights, as he's able to stuff it home. And so Zach Tranmer is able to make it 1-1. Welcome to London, I guess, as Tranmer, fresh off the bus from Perry in here this afternoon, is able to jam it home. And Topping, who had been flawless, has a little chink in the armor.
Well, Tramner and Bolin exchange passes behind the net here, and he had Topping going the wrong way. He came off the post. Tramner comes around the net and tucks it in to make it a 1-1 hockey game. His first goal as a London Knight in his first game as a London Knight.
And his first goal in the Ontario Hockey League as well, to complement 2 assists he recorded with the Barrie Colts. And so a huge goal at 13:55. And a bouncing puck, he couldn't corral, and here come the Knights back the other way, led by Stathopoulos. Press and Hare, the three of them up. A trio making their way in. A shot. A backhander by Prost. I don't know if Topping had to make a save on it, but the front of the net to score. Prost is right there after a nice dish in front of the net by Hare. And he slams it home. And for the first time this evening, the London Knights have an advantage at 2-1.
And Brandon Prost scores his 6th goal of the year as he takes a beautiful feed from behind the net from Ryan Hare, and he wastes no time in putting it in on the stick side past Topping. And this whole play, Lee, started at the Brampton Battalion blue line when Ryan Bonus made a bad pinch. The puck skips over his blade, and Mike Stathopoulos goes down on an odd-man rush.
To the blue line. Sabrat has a look around. Cross ice feed into Weidman. Weidman wanted to get it to Stathopoulos. It's knocked down, but it's in front of the net. Topping had to make a save, and another back-to-back. It's right there in front of the net as Perry tried to get the shot away.
And this new facility here in London has had a great effect on the turnstile.
No question about it. It has been busy in here since October 11th when the Plymouth Whalers and the Knights christened this building. Here they come, the Knights back. 3 of them up. Here comes Weir, goes to the backhand again. Brad Topping able to make an acrobatic save, stacking the pads.
Own breakdowns here in the 3rd period for the Brampton Battalion, and they pinched here on this, as you'll see Dylan Hunter make a nice, neat little kick pass to Matt Weir. And Weir just puts it up over top of Topping, but
leading the charge with a pass into Rowan. Rowan trying to slip by the checking of Nemeth, who stayed with him, but the Battalion hang around in front of the net, walking right in. Libby, and a big save by Chris Houle. Dynamite goaltending out of Chris Houle as the defenseman Luby was able to make his way in front of the net, and Houle comes up with a dandy save.
Well, the London Knights make a bad play out of the corner here, right into the slot, and Luby hangs on. Chris Houle stays on his feet, takes the net away, comes out and challenges the shooter, makes a great pad save.
That shot hit the leg of Young. Now a centering pass to front. Good play by Topping, but he can't make the second play. It looked like it went off the crossbar. And a few fans thought that one might have been in, but I think it clipped the crossbars. We've got a fallen London Knight in behind in a Perry. Is without his stick. Can he get it back? Hare trying to knock it off the wall to get it out. Here they come, the London Knights, a 2-on-1 taking shape here. Stathopoulos along with Weir, pulling the trigger. Weir, and again, recognizing the play that was developing was Topping, who slid over laterally and took away the goal that would have made it 3-1.
The execution on that play was outstanding. The London Knights break out of their own zone with a pass off the boards to spring Stathopoulos and Weir on a 2-on-1. And at the other end of the rink, just before that play, we get Chris Houle making a save to keep this game 2-1. So sparkling goaltending at both ends.
Great goal. And then marches way up on the right wing side, darting into the zone. Here comes Volsky. Volsky again trying to go outside, centering pass in front. It's right there, and Hendrick just couldn't lunge out and gather it in as Volsky made a nice little dash towards the net in front for Olahan. And again, Houle makes a save in front of the net right at the nick of time. This game has featured some brilliant goaltending on both sides of the rink, as Houle has been acrobatic and Brad Topping, well, he's faced 53 shots in here tonight, and London only has 2 goals, so that about sums that up. Well, back to retrieve it. Ojek in front of his net, nearly a miscue. But he was able to make amends and get it up. Here comes Volsky. Chips it back of the London goal. Drunken traffic. In behind him is Chris Houle as the play is taking shape for the Brampton Battalion. A mess of traffic in front of the goaltender. Shot there by Lucic. It doesn't get through. And this game is over. The London Knights hang on and win it by a score of 2-1 in a game that featured absolutely outstanding goaltending. And I would think that Chris Houle and Brad Topping should be prepared to come out as 2 of the 3 stars in here tonight.
There's no doubt sparkling goaltending at both ends. And for the London Knights, that's particular good news as Chris Houle comes back after 6 weeks off.
And so stay tuned for the post-game show, the 3 stars with Brent Lail in the play of the period. And now for Rick Doyle, this is Lee Cunningham saying thanks and so long. The Knights win a tight one by a score of 2-1. Stay tuned for Brent Lail.
London Knights eking out a 2-1 victory. 53 shots on goal for the London Knights, and 51 of those were saved by our number one star for tonight's game, Brad Topping, the goaltender, a local guy from Strathroy coming back here near his hometown and making 51 saves. Chris Uhl with 32 saves in his debut since missing 6 weeks due to injury. He makes 32 saves tonight, and Ryan Hare with 2 assists gets our third star. Let's go to our next telecast on Rogers Television. Stick around Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. for the Mississauga Ice Dogs and the Oshawa Generals. And then Friday night, the Saginaw Spirit come here to the John Labatt Centre to face the London Knights at 7:30. The Knights also have a Saturday night game next week against the Kitchener Rangers. So the Knights get the 2 points. They win it 2-1 over the Brampton Battalion.